President Bush is back from a 5-day sales trip to Europe. His product is the U.S. missile defense system. But as James Rosen reports, the Russians didn't budge on their position, and a Democrat is criticizing Bush's efforts abroad.
On their own diplomatic mission, trying to convince Americans the president's European trip was a success. Still, Secretary of State Colin Powell, appearing on Fox News Sunday, acknowledged that the Russians had little changed their view of an American missile defense shield.
Are they holding to their position? Yes. Are we holding to our position that it's time to move forward? Yes.
Asked if the United States would unilaterally abandon the 1972 ABM Treaty, which forbids Russia and the U.S. from building missile defenses, Powell said the U.S. would get out of those constraints when they start impeding the development of missile technology.
The exact timing and how we would actually get out of the constraints of that treaty remains to be determined.
For her part, National Security Advisor Dr. Condoleezza Rice stressed what she called Putin's receptivity to the American position on missile defense.
President Putin himself has talked about the new threats. He's talked about the potential of intercepting missiles in boost phase. We have a lot to work with.
The president's handling of his European trip has attracted little domestic criticism, but one Democrat mulling over a presidential campaign in 2004 suggested the president's approach to Europe on the expansion of NATO, which the U.S. favors, did not match his approach on the ABM treaty.
You know, this is a relic of the Cold War, and it has to, it's no longer relevant. Well, then NATO's a relic of the Cold War. NATO's been around. What do we do with NATO? We are adjusting NATO. We're adjusting NATO to the realities of the 21st century. We should be adjusting the ABM treaty.
Where America's missile defense plans are concerned, the Bush administration has more ground to make up than just Europe. Secretary of State Colin Powell is to meet Monday with Japan's foreign minister, a woman named Makiko Tanaka. She has questioned the cost and effectiveness of missile defense. In Washington, James Rosen, Fox News.